get it. Yes, sir. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Until Further Notice podcast. I am the flyest, highest, coolest, smoothest host of them all. OG! Hatch, man. You know what the fuck it is, man. Quit playing with me, man. You know where the fuck you at, man. You know what the fuck you listening to, man. YouTube, you know what the fuck you watching, man. No, I'm just talking shit, man. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing out there, though, man? Hope y'all out there looking good, feeling good, staying safe. It's a lot of shit going on out here in these streets. We know that shit by now. I want to say shout out to everybody around the world, man. It's tapped in, enjoying the conversation, man. I truly, truly appreciate that shit, man. We building this platform day by day. You know what I'm saying? This shit is very humbling. You know what I mean? Just to see the amount of growth and success the podcast has had since day one. When we get to a year, man, it's gonna be special. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say shout out to everybody that's been tapped in enjoying the conversation so far, man. I truly appreciate that shit, man. It's been a long ass day. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been a long ass day for your boy. Been kicking in some overtime hours and shit today, man. So I was trying to rush and get this podcast started for you guys so I can try to get some sunlight and shit like that, man. When I move, shit be a little bit better, but right now, nigga gotta try to go with nature. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too embarrassed to show y'all the bullshit before I show y'all the shiny shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's gonna really take me to the next level. This is episode 34. You know what I'm saying? On the grind of 100, the grind of motherfucking me stop. Shout out to me. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's doing their motherfucking me thing. 34 weeks straight, man. This episode right here is dedicated to the people. You know what I'm saying? The people that's listening to this podcast on their way to work, that's listening to this podcast at work, that's listening to this podcast playing the game, listen to this podcast, you know what I'm saying, cleaning the house, listen to this podcast while they smoking, drinking, whatever the fuck you doing. Just got my shit in the background just to get niggas some streams. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, man. I truly appreciate it. This episode is dedicated to y'all, man. Without that, you know what I'm saying, type of support, without that type of interaction with your boy, this podcast really wouldn't be shit, and my energy wouldn't really be into this. You know what I'm saying? Although this is a personal journal for your boy, I'm gonna put this out. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, but it is. I don't really got the word. It is. I don't want to say humbling, but it is lovely. I'm gonna say lovely. The shit that come to my head, it is lovely to see, you know what I'm saying, people fucking with me and listen to my shit, you know what I'm saying. It's a dope ass feeling. But it's a lot of shit on docket, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hold y'all up too long, man. It's a lot of shit on docket. If you don't know, on YouTube, these episodes are broken up to 3 different parts, or however many parts that the podcast will be, however long the episode is. I was dropping whole length episodes and things of that nature. I'm just trying something new for a short period of time until I get, you know what I'm saying, until I find a certain tone, certain rhythm, a certain, you know what I'm saying, pattern I'm going to do for the podcast going forward. So right now we're just trying something new, you know what I'm saying. Last week's episode was broken up to 3 different parts, so go ahead and check that out on the Until Further Notice podcast YouTube channel, the Until FN. I may change that in pretty soon, you know what I'm saying, next couple episodes. I may change the name of the YouTube channel, so that may be an announcement coming soon in regards to that. But this episode will be broken up to parts as well. However long the podcast will be, how many parts the podcast will be shown on YouTube. The full episode will still be available on all audio platforms: Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audio Mac. However you listen to the podcast, audio version wise, it'll still be full-length versions of that. But it's a lot of shit on document, like I said, man. Before we get into that, you know, man, I was scrolling through, you know what I'm saying, Twitter and shit like that, trying to come up with the topics and things of the podcast for this week. You know, man, and I came across some shit that struck a nerve with me, yo. The shit really struck a motherfucking nerve with me, man. Because I really feel like I'm the only nigga in America who just hasn't had a threesome yet. Like, I'm not even ashamed to say this shit no more. Like, I remember, like, a few years ago, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of motherfuckers running around like threesomes was just the shit. You know how right now, ass play is just the shit right now? Like, everybody's like, they ass to be tampered with right now. Like that's like, to me, I feel like that's what threesomes was like a few years ago. Now, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I've been outside for a long ass time. I know threesomes has been around since motherfucking me since the dawn of time. But what I'm saying is, it just feel like everybody was doing that shit. Like, at first, it felt like at a certain point in time, motherfuckers kept that shit behind closed doors. But it's like, not everybody just announcing, like, yeah, I just had a threesome last night. I just had a threesome 30 minutes ago. Like the shit is non-stop. And I feel like I'm the only nigga in the world that hasn't had a motherfucking threesome yet. And I'm not necessarily in a rush to have a threesome. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what. I just haven't been the opportunity just hasn't presented itself to me. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been a nigga out here just searching for a motherfucker me threesome. You know what I'm saying? So when the shit happened, the shit will happen. But I was coming across some shit. And Rudy Giuliani's daughter, you know what I'm saying? She penned an essay, you know what I'm saying? She penned an essay, you know what I'm saying, detailing her life when it comes to threesomes and shit like that. And I wanted to read this on the podcast for you guys. It says, Rudy Giuliani's daughter penned an essay detailing a more liberal lifestyle than her father's conservative learnings. The 32-year-old's essay for Vanity Fair described the sex life and the new threesomes and couples changed her life. It's titled A Unicorn's Tale, Three-Way Sex with Couples Has Made Me a Better Person. Carolyn Rose Giuliani discussed being in a long-term monogamous relationship where she felt sexually repressed. Now, I'm going to stop right there. You know, I don't want to get too, read too much of that bullshit. But I do want to stop right there because it does make me stop and ponder, you know what I'm saying? It makes me think. She said being in a long-term monogamous relationship, you know what I'm saying, she felt sexually repressed. And she's saying that her being in these three ways, you know what I'm saying, these gangbangs, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. Why do we look at it as a three-way and why do some of us look at it as a gangbang? Why do we do that? I don't know. But anyway, she's saying that this has opened up her way of living. You know what I'm saying? She feels like she's awoken now. You know what I'm saying? That pussy that been played with, she's up. You know what I'm saying? It's up and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, if Rudy Giuliani's daughter is penning essays talking about how these motherfucking threesomes is just changing her life, it got me sitting back like, damn, how much dick I gotta have to get a motherfucking threesome? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm out here stroking bitches. Let me stop. Bro, I gotta stop saying bitches, bro. I gotta stop saying the B word, man, because one day I'm gonna look back and watch all this shit and I'm gonna be like, why are you cussing so much? But that's the way I talk, so fuck it. And I'm living in the moment, damn it. But it's like, damn, man, how much dick I gotta have a motherfucker me threesome around this bitch? Like, I'm around getting it in. I'm doing my thing. But it's like, I'm the only nigga who, unless niggas is out here just lying, unless niggas out here just capping, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been no cap ass nigga. Well, I take that back. I was a cap ass nigga up until a certain age. Until a certain age, I was a cap ass nigga. I think everybody was a cap ass motherfucker to a certain age. Like, up until a certain age, it's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, damn, man. I think if I had my first threesome and the shit is magnificent, you know what I'm saying, I may write a motherfucking essay to Vanity Fair like Rudy Giuliani's daughter. Fuck it. We're going to get the podcast is going up. The shit's going major. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, damn, it just made me think, like, am I the only motherfucker in the world who just hasn't had a threesome yet? Like, am I that lame? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I that whack in these streets who I just hasn't had a threesome? You know what I'm saying? Am I the only motherfucker who just opportunities? That shit just falling from the sky or some shit? Like, everybody's doing the shit. And everybody's talking about who they're doing it with all over the place. And I know all these motherfuckers. Like, damn, nigga, how you fuck her and I fucked her, but y'all had threesome with the bitch. What the fuck is going on? You know, that's another topic. That's another topic, man. But moving on, man. Something else I came across, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, this episode right here is dedicated to all the motherfuckers who ain't ashamed to be petty. I'm a petty motherfucker myself. I know we 10 minutes or however long we are into the podcast, man. I'm not ashamed to be petty. I let motherfuckers know I'm a petty motherfucker. I hold grudges and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? You did some shit to me before. I'm never gonna forget the shit. I'm never gonna forget the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's never going to happen. That's the type of person I am. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, if you fuck me over, then you really just a shady motherfucker. You know, I take that back. You ain't really got to do much to fuck me over. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I hold grudges over the pettiest shit. And I let motherfuckers know I'm petty. So I'm being very self-aware. But the reason why I bring it up, man, is because who is this that made Avatar, man? Where are these niggas at? Here we go. Avatar, they getting ready to re-release in China, you know what I'm saying, on Friday. Now, if you don't know, Avatar came out, back in, 08, 2010, some shit like that? Avatar came out a long-ass motherfucking time ago. To the point where motherfuckers been waiting on Avatar 2 for, 6, 7, 8 years now. Like, motherfuckers been waiting on Avatar 2 for, 7 years now. And if you don't know, Avatar was, the biggest selling movie, highest grossing movie of all time. Until Avengers Endgame came out, and Avengers Endgame eventually took over the motherfucking title and shit like that. Now, even around that time, Avengers Endgame had to keep re-releasing to do so. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do it on the initial, you know what I'm saying, box office sale. But the thing about motherfuckers who made Avatar, it's like, Motherfuckers ain't ashamed to be petty, man. They re-releasing this shit in China just to get. It say if it grosses over $7.4 million, it will pass Avengers Endgame to reclaim the title as the highest grossing film of all time. This is China, my nigga. You know they gonna get $7.4 million out there, motherfuckers. There's so many motherfucking people over there just buy. They gonna sell that shit in the motherfucking first couple of hours. But it's like motherfuckers is not ashamed to be petty because to have the claim as the highest grossing movie of all time, that gotta mean something. You know what I'm saying? That gotta mean something. Like to me, I feel like Kareem. You know how Kareem got the highest, the most points scored of all time and shit like that. Like to me, I know that nigga he'll feel sick if LeBron or KD or somebody really break that motherfucker. Like I know he'd be like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because once you do some crazy shit that you think was just that nobody ever, you know what I'm saying, eclipse, and a motherfucker actually come through and eclipse that motherfucker, it's like, damn, what they gonna think about me now? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's how these motherfuckers is acting. It's like about on a certain level, on a certain motherfucking wave, I kind of feel these motherfuckers. Cause it's like, nah, nigga, if I've been the highest grossing movie of all time, you got me fucked up. Nigga, until I die, I'm gonna have this motherfucking record. So I'm gonna keep re-releasing this. I'm gonna re-release this shit in China, Indonesia, you know what I'm saying, Baghdad, anywhere it's a screen. Anywhere it's a screen. We getting this shit poppy, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel, bro. It's just funny as a motherfucker to see that's how motherfuckers really be moving in Hollywood. And motherfuckers really is not ashamed to let you know they petty as a motherfucker. And no, nigga, this is our fucking record. Like, that shit is just crazy as a motherfucker, bro. Because Avatar is a dope-ass movie, but motherfuckers ain't finna keep going and keep seeing that motherfucker. In the movie theater, motherfuckers probably own that shit on Blu-ray and on regular bullshit by now. So it's like, that shit just kind of funny as fuck. That's what they doing. But moving on, man. You know what? I would get into the last shit I came across on Twitter and shit like that. I came across this article. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was from TMZ, obviously, but I seen it on Twitter. It was talking about how California is passing a bill that will, you know what I'm saying, ban boy and girl sections in stores, you know, as far as toys and clothes and things like that. Everything will be considered as unisex and things of that nature. I got it pulled up right here where it says a bill being proposed in California would make it illegal to advertise certain sections of retail stores as just for boys or just for girls, including clothes and toys. The bill, AB 1084, was just introduced into California legislature late last month by Assembly members Evan Lowe of the Bay Area and Christina Garcia of Los Angeles, which aims to do away with gender signage in big department stores with 500 plus employees. In other words, places like Target, Walmart, and Kohl's that sell child care items, child care toys and products, child care's wardrobe, wouldn't be able to steer folks to certain sections based on sex. It would just be a free-for-all where parents and kids could roam freely to what they like. They also be prohibited from dividing the floor space up by gender. Now, I'm not going to read too much more into this. I do want to say that while I am on this, it did say that, I believe it said Target. Yeah, Target apparently started doing this shit back in 2015. So Target been doing this shit. I gotta be honest, I'm not bougie yet. I ain't made it to that certain level of bougie to where I've been shopping at Target, my nigga. Like, I know a lot of motherfuckers be saying Target is the motherfucking place to go. I still go to Walmart and shit like that. Walmart and Fry's and shit like that. I still gotta keep it grimy. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta keep it grimy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it in the bungalow. But in all seriousness, man, you know, I seen this shit, man. You know, cause I'm gonna be honest with you. The podcast, you know, we've made our comments, you know what I'm saying, in regards to transgender and things of that nature. And I never meant any malice or anything like that, but I have some backlash in regards to that, and people, you know what I'm saying things of that nature. I don't really give a fuck because I know what the fuck I'm saying at the end of the day. But when I seen this shit, man, you know, it kind of took me back a little bit, man, because it's like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, at a certain point in time, it's like, what the fuck? So you tell me there's no such thing as a boy toy and a girl toy? Now, I get motherfuckers like, I get, you know what I'm saying, things of tomboys and boys that are feminine. But in 5 to 10 years, bro, that shit is going to be non-existent, my nigga. That shit is going to be non-existent. When I was growing up, I knew chicks, you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna say no names on the podcast. I don't want to talk to these people, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how they feel about motherfuckers saying their name and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, on public platforms and shit like that. But when I was growing up, fam, I knew tomboys. I knew tomboys. I knew chicks who, you know what I'm saying, who, you know what I'm saying, they was athletic. They could either hoop, you know what I'm saying, they could catch a fucking football, they hang with the boys, they crack jokes, you know what I'm saying, they like watching basketball, they like talking shit, they like the new J's coming out, all that shit. Like, we knew what tomboys were. That didn't make them any less attractive. That didn't make them gay. That didn't make them none of that shit. Even if it is kind of crazy how most of them did grow up to be kind of gay. But that none of that shit really mattered. Motherfuckers didn't look at them in no certain way. It was just they was tomboys. And I knew niggas who was feminine as fuck. I knew so many niggas that was feminine. And it wasn't shit wrong with that. It was just sometimes you thought them niggas was gay, sometimes you didn't. But niggas wasn't wearing these niggas out of school or no shit like that. Niggas wasn't trying to sit at the lunch table with these niggas or no shit like that. But so when it brings me back to this, it's like, damn, we getting away with tomboys and fucking and feminine niggas? That shit gonna be non-existent. Because they taking away motherfucking me boys and girls and toy sections and clothes and shit. Like, unless I'm tripping, I don't have kids, fam. Let's make this a known thing. Hatch don't have kids. Hatch ain't never bought no kids' clothes. It's never happened. It's never happened. You know what I'm saying? So this next statement, you know what I'm saying, very well may be uneducated and stupid as fuck. But I've always been under the opinion that boys and girls were different sizes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the chest and the shoulders and shit, like the dimensions is off. Like, they make the same motherfucking me shoulder plates and shit, my nigga. So I always thought like the shirts and shit was kind of like different sizes. Now I do get some shit is unisex, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, so you're just gonna make everything unisex? You're not gonna have no clothes designated strictly for girls? You're not gonna have no clothes strictly for little boys? You know what I'm saying? The polos all gonna look the same? Like, cause am I the only motherfucker who can clearly see the difference between a woman's polo and a men's polo, a little girl's polo and a little boy's polo? Like, am I the only motherfucker who can see the difference in that shit? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, what the fuck is the unisex Barbie doll gonna look like? If they come out with a fucking transgender Barbie doll and say this is the new Barbie, I'm done. I'm done. You feel me? Because it's like, well, what the fuck are we doing? Like, you put the fucking Barbie dolls in the girls section. You put the fucking hot rods and hot wheelers and basketball hoops. You know what I'm saying? The NBA team basketball hoops and shit like that in the boys section. And if motherfuckers, if a boy let the Barbie down, he let the Ken doll, take your little ass over there to the Barbie section to get that shit. If the little girl at the Hot Wheelers and the spin blades and shit, like the Bay Blades and shit like that, skip your ass over there and go get that shit from the boys section. What the fuck are we doing here? There's clearly a distinction between the two. Like, what the fuck is going on? Bro, like, and it's like, I don't be coming on here to talk about this shit to kind of seem like I'm against, you know what I'm saying, change. Because I understand niggas is scared of change. And when I say niggas, I mean everybody. When I say niggas, most of the time, I'm talking about everybody, all races and all types of shit. I ain't just talking about black people. But motherfuckers are scared of change, bro. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. My uncle taught me that shit years ago when I was a kid. He said that shit, motherfuckers scared of change. Anytime you try to implement change somewhere, you're going to get a lot of pushback, bro. Anytime. So, at no point in time do I want to come on this podcast and be one of those motherfuckers that's scared of change or anything like that. No! I welcome the change. I welcome the transgenders. I welcome the LBGQ, all the mother letter communities. No disrespect, but that shit is long and I'm high. I welcome all types of shit. I welcome anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a black man in America, I have no place to tell motherfuckers what they can and can't do, because I'm still trying to fight for what the fuck I can and can't do in this motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about the subject and how I feel about the situation. But it comes to a certain point in time where you gotta put your fucking feet down. It's like, hold on, my nigga. You niggas is fighting the wrong battles. It's too much real life shit going on in these trenches, dog. For motherfuckers in California to be passing bills for talking about unisex toys and unisex clothes and shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The news just broke about motherfucking me, the stimulus being approved, fam. I was finna come on this motherfucker and go off. I was finna go off, bro, because I was at the gym the other day, and I seen they was talking about the FBI is pushing the government to declassify Jimmy Hoffa's his files and shit. Fam, I don't give a fuck if it's Jimmy Hoffa, Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Iovine, Jimmy motherfucking me Neutron, nigga. Where the fuck is the stimmies? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit I be on. Like, it's too much real life shit going on to be dealing with the bullshit. Jimmy Hoffa been dead, nigga. His files been sealed up. Niggas done moved on. Niggas done died. Niggas done been born again. Niggas thought Tupac stuff. All types of shit been going on since Jimmy Hoffa done fucking died. I don't give a fuck about them files. Give me my money. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, run me my bucket, my ducats, nigga. I like my chips with dip. Fuck Jimmy Hoffa and his files. Give a fuck about that. But they passed the bill and shit like that, so we getting the stimmy and shit like that, so we cool. But I know I went off on a tangent, but back to what the fuck I was talking about. It's too much real shit going on in these trenches, man. For California to be trying to pass a bill about some unisex toys and clothes, man. I know the clear motherfucking be difference between a boy and a girl. I know it's certain toys to buy my little cousin that's a little girl. And I know it's certain toys to buy my little cousin that's a little boy. I know it's gonna put a smile on their face, my nigga. I'm sorry. Like, I know what section of the store to go to. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on here, cuz? Like, niggas, I'm stupid or something? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But I guess I'm the only nigga that be tripping about the shit like this, bro. Because I don't know. I see this shit and I have to react to this shit, bro. I just have to.